Hey guys, how's it going? It's week 2, fantasy football, Victoria's Secret. This is rated R for Gore, your commissioner in the house. Just another interesting week in football. Some people happy, some people not so happy. So we will get into some of these matchups and also have a guest here to be interviewed, one of the team owners. So we'll get some perspective from him at the end of the matchups there. And the first matchup I have here was, let's see, we have Grinding Axes, who took out Percy Whipped 99-86. And Grinding Axes was led by Reggie Bush with a whopping 34 points. Had a monster game, especially at the end and against the terrible Oakland Raiders defense. Also, he was led by Tom Brady and Jason Hanson, who had 15 apiece, and Steve Smith with 11. Percy Whipped had a couple good scores with Victor Cruz at 26, Phillip Rivers 21, MJD with 12. He did, however, have quite a few letdowns with CJ Y2, whatever the hell he's supposed to be now, 2 points. Sean Green with 2 points, and Fred Davis with 1. When you have that many starters on your lineup with that kind of production, it's very hard to pull one out. So better luck to Percy Whipped in the next round there. So our second matchup was Red October Bubblehead beat my team rated R for Gore 97-93. Very close matchup. This game definitely came down to the Monday night matchup there with the Broncos and the Falcons. And we both had 2 guys going that night, and it just turns out that Roddy White kind of dominated that game and led me to a defeat there. So Red October Bubblehead was led by Trent Richardson, breakout performance for the rookie, 26 points. Arian Foster with 21, Roddy White with 17, and the Bears D with 9. My squad rated R for Gore had the Packers D with a whopping performance on the Thursday night game, 21. Marshawn Lynch with 19, Demaryius Thomas with 13, and Matthew Stafford still kind of disappointing for me with 12, but, you know, he'll get better. We all know this. Biggest letdowns for me, of course, was Julio Jones with just a 1 point. Definitely the opposite performance from the week before. And Steven Jackson, who decided to throw a tantrum, pull a groin, whatever. I don't know exactly what happened. But he went out early with only 5 points, so that definitely didn't help anything either. So the next matchup, we had Team Smith. Still can't get him to change his team name. Sorry, guys. So Team Smith beat multiple Scoregasms, and that was 102-94. Smith was led by Vic with 24 points, Gore with 15, Reggie Wayne with 13, and Malcolm Floyd with 11, and Garrett Hartley with 11. Multiple Scoregasms was led by, had a couple good scorers, 3 good ones actually, with Hakeem Nicks 26, Willis McGahee on Monday night with 25, and then Drew Brees with 20, Mason Crosby with 14, but some huge letdowns in his starting lineup with Jamal Charles with 1, and Brandon Marshall with 2, then Aaron Hernandez, the tight end, of course, going down with the injury with a big goose egg, as well as Anquan Bolden. So 2 goose eggs there for him in his starting lineup. Definitely overshadowed the strong performances by his other fantasy players. So, you know, just sometimes that's just the way it falls, and you just have to try to get more of a steady production out of your team. And speaking of steady productions, the next matchup, Clear Eyes Full Hearts beat I'd Tap That 141. That's right, 141-69. Yeah, this was in the bag probably in Sunday morning, I would say. So Clear Eyes had everybody just show up on his team. He had every single person in double digits. Cam Newton, 27, Dwayne Bowe, 23, Vincent Jackson with 19, Ray Rice with 14, the Gronk, 13, Doug Martin with 12, Deshaun Jackson with 12, Texans D 11, and David Akers with 10. So just everybody showed up on his lineup, and that's, you know, you can't lose when you have everybody show up with double digits there. It's just not going to happen. I tapped that, who had the highest weekly last week, followed it up with not so good performance. Tony Romo and Miles Austin with 12 apiece, AJ Green 11, and Megatron with 9. And Definitely the biggest letdowns for him was the Cowboys D with 2 points, Cowboys kicker Dan Bailey with 1, and I think Matt Forte getting injured got him only 7 points, so definitely a disappointment for him. I bet he's hoping that Forte will be able to get back in the lineup soon for him there. Okay, so the last matchup that we have here was this one goes 11, beat fucking Cavel 87-82. This drops fucking Cavel to 0-2, and he was our number 1 pick. So actually, the guy with the top pick and the guy with the bottom pick, my team, both start off 0-2. Yeah, so that's awesome. Anyway, back to the matchup. This one goes to 11, had Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis with 19, Stephen Goskowski with 16, Tony Gonzalez with 13, Aaron Rodgers with 10, and Michael Turner with 10. Definitely this one goes 11. It was a close matchup, and he managed to pull it out by starting 2 tight ends. That's right, he had one in the flex spot, which you can do now this year, and he had Vernon Davis and Tony Gonzalez that really were the difference makers in his team this week. So fucking Cavo had LaShawn McCoy with 14, Mike Wallace and Jimmy Graham with 13 apiece, Darren Sproles also with 13, and D'Angelo Williams with 12 points for Carolina there. So definitely the biggest letdown for fucking Cavo had to be Jay Cutler with the terrible 4 interceptions there. Got him 2, and then Matt Prater getting only 3 in his kicker spot there. So that was it for the matchups there. Right now, we're looking at this week's matchups for Week 3. We have Team Smith, 1-1, going against Percy Whipped, 0-2. So Percy Whipped looking for his first win there. Fucking Cavo, 0-2, goes against Grinding Axes, 2-0. So fucking Cavo looking for his first win as well. Multiple Scoregasms, 1-1, going against my team, 0-2, Radar for Gore. So I know I'm going to pull this one off. I don't even have to, hope for that one. This one goes 11 is 1-1. He goes up against I Tap That, also 1-1. So one's going to be over 500. One's not going to be at the end of this week. And then the matchup of the week, the 2 undefeated teams, Clear Eyes Full Hearts going against Red October Bubblehead. And so whoever wins that is going to stay undefeated and be our only could possibly be our only undefeated team. So we'll see after that. So anyway, again, we had a good week of football here. Some injuries. Definitely want to make sure to hit up the waiver wire on. I believe it actually goes into effect about 1:30 in the morning on Wednesday. So you want to make sure to get your claims in. I believe it's always reverse order in the standings. So anybody including my team that is 0-2 definitely has a chance at getting that top free agent, that maybe had a great week and you want to pick up for your team there. Definitely feel free to keep entertaining, throwing out trade offers to everyone. Make sure to check your emails and stuff, and just try to keep involved with the league. If you're having trouble communicating with people, just let me know. I'll be happy to hit them up and give them a little nudge, saying, answer them back, yes, no, maybe, whatever. So just make sure to get that done. So anyway, I do have a team owner here to interview. It is Percy Whipped. Ken is with me today, so he's going to join me. I'm going to ask him a few questions about the league here. How's it going, man?
It's good.
So are you having a good time so far?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good to hear.
Even throwing down 0-2. Yeah.
It's all right, man.
Bad way to start.
0-2. We still got plenty of time to get something going here, so don't worry about that.
Sure.
So tell me a little bit about your team. I mean, are you happy with people that you drafted? Are you you wishing you did a couple things different? What's going on?
No, I'm pretty happy with my draft, but I'm not happy with some performances like Chris Johnson.
Sure.
Putting up single digits 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
We can do with that.
Are you planning on continuing to keep Chris Johnson in the starting lineup, or what are you going to do there?
No, I think this week I'm going to have to sit him out.
Okay.
Move some guys around. I got plenty of depth at running back, so.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely have the depth at running back. I see you've been trying to get rid of C.J. Spiller, trying to not get rid of him. Sorry,
Yeah.
But you've been trying to get some value to
exactly.
make give your team better in other areas. So you're entertaining trade offers, I hear.
Yeah. I've been looking at a lot.
All right.
It's a lot to look through, trying to figure out what I need.
What
the
are
offers I get.
what are you trying to get the most in return? Like a receiver, quarterback, depth, you know?
Really anything. I mean, I think I was asking for tight end or
Okay.
another running back, and also I guess I could really use a receiver too. So
Okay. And so, yeah, it looks like you have definitely have the depth with MJD, CJ Spiller, Ben Jarvis Green, Ellis, DeMarco Murray, Sean Green. You definitely have plenty of running back depth. And then Victor Cruz, Jordy Nelson as receivers. Looks like Crabtree, Percy Harvin,
yeah,
Hayward's Bay. So, I mean, you're pretty stacked, I mean, in terms of receivers and running backs. The question is, are you happy with Phillip Rivers?
happy as I can be, waiting to win pretty much the last quarterback pick of the draft. So
Sure. I mean, he's been pretty stable so far.
yeah,
Do you think he'll keep it up, or do you think he'll go back
I think he's
to
gonna
what
be up and down. He's gonna be throwing some interceptions.
you do
some
think
game.
that?
Yeah, oh
Okay.
yeah,
All right. So you have no backup quarterback on your roster.
yeah.
What's your plan there?
Well, if he gets hurt or something, I'll just trade or pick up a waiver. I mean, I'm not too
Okay.
concerned about
Okay.
having a backup quarterback, but
Yeah, you
I'm
definitely.
more concerned about running backs because
Sure.
they drop like flies.
Yeah, you definitely
I
had
had
the
Jamal
depth.
Charles last year, so that was not.
Oh, yeah. Well, even this year, he's injured again.
Yeah.
So who knows if he's ever going to be 100% again. Yeah, so you definitely have the trade pieces, if the quarterback goes down. I'm not saying I want your quarterback to go down, but, hopefully he hangs in there for you. Tight end, you got Tammy and Fred Davis. Who are you going with this week?
I don't know.
It's
That's
a tough one.
Yeah, they're both not that great.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I'm
So you're
expecting a lot
definitely
of
look,
points from me. They're one of those guys.
and so you're looking for a no-brainer tight end, maybe in a trade offer then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. And we would
Right.
all love to have a no-brainer tight end. Pretty sure I have Witten, so yeah, that's not a no-brainer this year. Also, I see that you have the Colts defense.
Yeah, I've been
Explain
picking them
that.
up. I don't know. I'm just going by week to week.
Matchup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay,
Mixing it up.
so maybe
I'm
include a defense in the trade offer then.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No, I just pick them up waivers.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right.
I don't really hold on to defenses that are top one, but I had a pretty weak one to start. So
Okay. So other than trades, are you really into the free agent market, or are you trying to make any changes just via trades?
yeah, I pick up players. I mean, really depends if I get injuries. That's when I really need to hit the waivers, hit the
Sure.
trade offers. But
Sure.
so far, nothing yet.
Okay. So your matchup this week, it looks like you're going up against Team Smith. So Team Smith is led by Michael Vick and Frank Gore. So what do you have to say about that team?
I don't know. It's doing better than I thought it would be doing.
Yeah, yeah,
I think Vic last week. Didn't expect that to happen.
yeah. He's
That
definitely
many
he's definitely been as bad as he's been good, but lucky for him, the rushing, touchdowns and all that stuff, let him get the points as well. So.
Yeah. And when Gore was doing good, and I can't complain about that.
Sure, definitely. So, I mean, do you think you can take him out this week?
I think I'll have a slight advantage.
All right, okay, we like
It's a
that.
definite win, but
We like that.
I think I have a little bit of advantage.
So right now, who do you think has the strongest team in the league, just from what you've seen?
That's a tough one. I really like grinding axes.
Grinding axes, yeah, he
I
does.
think
He does.
Kev made some really good picks.
Yeah, for his brother, he
Yeah.
made really good picks for his brother. So Matt, we're not talking about you. We're talking about your brother's picks. Okay. So until you get more involved in the league, then we can talk about you. Okay. So who do you think so far has the worst team that you've seen? Just a team that you're going, they need a lot of help.
Team Smith.
Team Smith, really? Okay. Okay.
I mean, there's some really good players on there, but like McFadden's just dangerous and
sure.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, and there's still a lot of a lot of football to play, so we'll definitely see how that works out. Is there anybody that you want to just like give a smack, just talk trash to? Like you're just like, what are you doing with these moves? You
Not
son
yet.
of a bitch. Nothing
Wish
yet.
I could talk trash. But
Okay.
Not really
Okay.
trash talk yet.
Okay. All right, that works. So anyway, so the future of your team. Are you thinking this is your team that's going to lead you to the championship, or are you going to have to make moves to get there?
Most likely make moves.
Make
There's going
moves,
to be
okay.
injuries, I know.
Okay.
I've seen that in the last couple of years.
You got the bye weeks.
Yeah, I got the bye weeks to deal with, and
Okay.
there's just certain players are going to do a lot better than other players.
Okay.
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson. Yeah,
No.
it's true. Okay.
So, I got to move a lot of players around.
All right.
Always.
Okay. So, well, anything else you want to say before we wrap it up here?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, good luck to you this week.
Yeah.
Good luck to you against Team Smith, and we'll catch you guys on the next week's show. Good luck to everybody out there, and enjoy a good week of football. Thanks.